should have it set up then. Should be good. Alright, let's make sure this actually works before the match actually starts. Thank you everyone for showing up to the Valorant Valorant SFGC versus L- Linden High School uh varsity esports match. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm hoping. Okay, there we go. I fixed all the audio. As we enter the match, we have Southridge on defense and Seattle Prep on. Wait, no, my bad. My apologies. I didn't mean Seattle Prep. Linden High School. As we can see, we have Comic 51 on Viper, Hazy 7K on Sage,
Select your agent.
BYU on Chamber, Ibuprofen on Breach, and Suisei on Sky. Jet. The other team consists of a Sage, KO, Omen, Viper, and Killjoy.
Does anyone have fun?
As we start the match, Comic sets up a Viper wall starting at A site, heading through mid to block off kitchen and mid control. On the other side of the team, we have all of Linden High entering through A site with a Viper wall. Ibuprofen pops a breach flash, and Linden High enters the site with Mad dropping down Spike and then pushing back. Ibuprofen gets a pick with the Ghost, and Infinity hits a pick on SFGC. Comic and BYU and Suisei hit a pick, with Aw getting a pick on Viper. Viper hits the defuse and SFGC wins the round. we have 2 on B site with Chamber and Jet, with Breach, Sky, Sage, and Viper all on A site. BYU gets a pick Spectre with Sage making sure to back up chamber.
One enemy remaining.
BYU gets a nice ace from BYU. Chamber gets a start on A, getting a pick off of Viper and Sage, and then being immediately taken down by KJ. With 2 of SFGC sitting on A site, we have Jet making his way towards the site with Linden High sitting in the middle of A site. Ibuprofen popped a flash, and Omen TP'd back.
Right there.
KJ gets a pick off of Hazy. And KO throws a knife onto site.
Right there.
Omen pops a smoke with KJ up top. Dropping down and still not realizing where Breach is.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
KJ's on top of the middle box and gets taken down by Ibuprofen. We have a 2B, 3A setup from SFGC with all of the Linden High entering through mid. Multiple are heading up towards kitchen while 2 are staying back. BYU gets a trade but gets picked off. Chamber and Viper are taken down while it's only KO left on the other team. KO throws a knife, trying to make sure that he can find intel, and while heading down, Ibuprofen takes out KO to bring SFGC up 4-0. Once again, all of Linden High is starting up inside of B site this time, while SFGC has a 1-2-2 setup inside of their team comp. BYU gets a nice pick using his ult while heading into the back of
You should run.
Linden High spawn, and then KJ pops her ult to try and assert some dominance on the other team,
One
BYU
enemy
man with
remaining.
another pick with Hazy behind with the Vandal. And then Say gets picked off by KJ with the Phantom. And then KJ gets another pick with the Phantom. Leading it down to a 3v1. And SFGC gets another round win. As we set this up, we have Linden High setting up mainly for A site, while we have a 2-1-2 setup for SFGC. Chamber drops Jet a Phantom, and Say enters, takes a peek at mid and sees absolutely nothing. On the other side, we have a KO knife being popped on A site with ibuprofen flashing at least 4, and then sending out his explosion with another flash in his hand. Ibuprofen has a setup as Linden High sets up a Viper wall.
Right there.
Rex, Ibuprofen gets a pick with his Vandal,
Spike planted.
while another pick and a third, and then he gets taken down by Mad.
One enemy remaining.
SFGC wins another round, going up 6-0. What are they doing? They're just sitting there, and now they've got the defuse. As we enter into the 7th round, we have all of Linden High setting up on A site, getting ready for an A push, while we have a BYU man watching the entry of the B site. All of Linden High is sitting in the back of A site and trading the spike currently, while we have three of SFGC sitting on A site with their chamber sitting in kitchen, with their Viper also rotating to A site to make sure it is a 4v4, and then Say gets taken down with ibuprofen getting a kill afterwards. But by the looks of it, two of Linden High is running to the back, while ibuprofen gets a pick. On the other hand, they have
30 seconds
they
left.
have their Vipers sitting over towards the entrance of A site, on top of the fact of Sage making it,
One enemy remaining.
Rex making a plant
Spike
on B
planted.
site, turning it into a 1v3, and then Rex gets automatically taken down by ibuprofen.
Not your day, is it?
For the start of this round, we have all of Linden High kind of staying inside of towards mid, with a little bit of sitting in the spawn for now. But then for SFGC, we have a 2-1-2 split once again, with Linden High making their way through mid. Comic can't see through the smoke, and Pebble absolutely dominates the scene with the pick against SFGC.
Spike down B.
The Sage decides to res Mad, and they're all sitting inside of kitchen with their Omen just sitting in the back. Their Omen is making their way towards kitchen after getting picked by Ibuprofen, and then Ibuprofen getting 2 picks, 3 picks
One enemy remaining.
after, and then being taken down by KJ. KJ rotates towards A site, but we are unsure where she's going to go, other than the spike is in the back of B towards the defender spawn.
30 seconds left.
Pebble makes her way towards the towards the part of B site with the containers, not knowing that Chamber's right there, and then BYU man instantly gets a pick after noticing where KJ is. As we know right now, as of right now, Linden High is starting up with an A push, making their way towards the top of A, and trying to assert some dominance against the 2 people sitting on A site, with Viper making her way towards A. Omen TP's on the top, and then immediately backs away after seeing that he's been spotted. Sui gets a pick, and then Ibuprofen gets a pick, with KJ popping her ult, and it gets automatically destroyed. All gets 2 picks, with Callum taking a pick off of KO, with it being a 2v1 with Omen sitting in the corner of A, with BYU man taking Omen down. We don't... by the looks of it, we have another 2-1-2 split, but actually, by the looks of it, it is actually a 2-2-1, or 1-2-2 split, with Omen popping a smoke, and KO pops his knife on A site, making it an A push. All of SFGC is beginning to make their way towards, with Hazy getting a pick off of KJ. Ibuprofen then gets a pick using his Vandal, with the other team dropping a slow orb, allowing Omen to get a pick off of Hazy. Omen gets another pick, and then gets immediately taken down by Ibuprofen, with Rex taking Ibuprofen in a trade. BYU gets a pick with the Vandal, and then another pick against Linden High. For all of Linden High, By the looks of it, it seems to be a B hit, with the once again getting a 2-1-2 split for SFGC. Sui watching with the Vandal, getting, well, Operator with 2 picks, and missed the 3rd shot. With Viper, and then a 3rd, with KO sitting in that corner. Omen pops.
One enemy remaining.
A 4K. Aw, Sui gets taken out by the Omen. With the Omen taking away his ace, and then BYU immediately getting a pick afterwards.
Last round in the half.
Oh. What is Linden High going to do? Being down 0-11, they are unsure of where to set up, with it being a 2 on B and 3 on A, with it being once again a 2-1-2 for SFGC. And then they immediately rotate to B, with Say and BYU both getting a pick, and then Omen pops his smoke on Say. Omen pops a blind, doesn't hit anyone, peeks, and gets away with BYU pushing up with his ult, unsure of where they are, but it looks like they're all sitting there, rotating towards A, with BYU getting 2 picks.
Down, attacker spawn.
Omen stuck in mid, and then gets picked off by Ibuprofen, setting the game at 12-0 and making SFGC swap to attacking. By the looks of it, Linden is setting up for a 3-1-1 setup for A to B, with all of SFGC setting up on A site. As all of SFGC enters up through A site, 3 go up, 3 go up, 3 go up, B's rope, while 4 of Linden High is sitting in the back of site, trying to make sure they can hold their position. Sui gets a pick, and immediately pushes up, gets a second pick with Ibuprofen getting another. Sui gets taken down by KJ.